So now let's work on the footer. This is what we're trying to create. So we're gonna go to the login page, and after the register, we're gonna create this later because a lot of work there. So right here we're gonna have a footer, and the footer is gonna be called login footer, and inside this we're gonna have a wrap. So it's gonna be login footer wrap, and inside this we're just gonna have a bunch of links. Okay, a link to the main page or the home page, and right here you write whatever you want. Okay, so I'm gonna copy them, so because this these are the ones that I'm talking about, these links, because it's just, you know, just a lot of writing. Okay, so this is simply the links that we have right here. Okay, and I've had them to go to the home page, because when you click on them, now they're gonna change your butts in the final products, or just when you advance a bit, we're gonna change this, because we're gonna simply when you are not logged in, whenever you try to access the home page, it's gonna redirect you to the login page. In fact, that we're not gonna have this like / login. So as you see in the final, we're not gonna have this like / login. So as you see in the final build, so this is gonna be like your main page. If you're not, you know, logged in, this is your main page. Okay, so even if you try to click on this, it's gonna always keep you on the same page as long as you're not logged in. Okay, so after this we're gonna have another link. Sorry, my voice is very tired. Okay, so this right here, and we're gonna have a class name right here, and it's gonna be footer square, and footer square is just simply this one right here. So, and inside this we're gonna have an icon, and the icon is the plus icon, so it's gonna be called plus icon. Okay, right here, and we're gonna see it right here. Okay, so these are for the links, and after this div we're gonna have another, simply the same div, so it's gonna be login footer wrap, and inside this we're just also gonna have a lot of before this also we're gonna have a splitter. As you see right here, we have this line right here, so here we're gonna have a footer, and then we're gonna have the login footer wrap. So we're gonna have all of this right here, so I'm gonna copy in because I don't have two screens, sorry. So I'm gonna go manually right here in front of you and take all of these links. So right here I'm gonna copy them, and we're gonna use them right here. So simply right here, and I'm gonna copy them. Okay, so and after this, let me see what we have. Okay, we have another link. So let's have copy them twice, and this is gonna be terms, and also this is gonna be help. And before these two, we're gonna have another link, and let me see. Okay, so it's gonna have another link, and simply is gonna go to the home page, and right here we're gonna have an icon, which is gonna be add choices icon. Okay, and let me see if it's added. As you see, it's been added right here. Okay, and we're gonna have the text right here. We're gonna have a text would be add choices. Okay, this is how it's gonna be. Okay, so let me see what else we have. We have another, the same div, which is gonna be login footer wrap, and inside this simply we're gonna have a link, and this is where we're gonna go and copy this right here, this meta 2020. Okay, and this is gonna have an inline style, because so we're gonna start working with the CSS now, so we just add this right here. So the font size for this is gonna be 12 pixels. It's gonna be, let me try again, font size is gonna be 12 pixels. It's gonna be smaller than the others, and also margin top, and the margin top is gonna be 10 pixels. Okay, so this is how it's gonna look for the meta 2020. Okay, so now let's go to the CSS and work on it. So we can have like you know, always organize your code. This is very important for me. Okay, so this is gonna be footer like this, and here we're gonna work on the CSS. Okay, so let me see what we have. So we're gonna have the login footer. It's gonna be the height 2020 vertical height. So because as you see, if we go back up here, we're gonna have the login, which was this. It's a 78 vertical height, so this is gonna rest us or leave us with 22. Okay, so we're gonna use it right here. So between them, it's 100% of the screen. Okay, and the background is gonna be white, so it's gonna be var, and it's gonna be bg primary. Okay, like this, and also we're gonna have a padding of 1.5 rem. Okay, and then we're gonna go to the login footer wrap, and we're gonna have display flex. Okay, and flex wrap to wrap everything. So this is important because when you want to go to a smaller screen, it keeps, you know, wrapping it and keeping it, you know, depending on the width of the screen. Okay. Also, we're gonna have a gap to be 3 pixels from the column and also 10 pixels from the vertical. Okay, not the vertical, horizontally. Okay, that's between them. So we have a font size. This is like if you wanna write it in a more understandable way, you can go like gap, and then as you see we have row gap and column gap. Okay, so the row is 10 pixels and the column is 3 pixels. Okay, simply what is that? Okay, and the font size is gonna be 10 pixels, and the color is gonna be a variable which is gonna be color secondary. Okay, and also we're gonna have the max width to be 350 pixels because, as I said, we're creating this to be, you know, mobile first. Okay, so this is gonna be login footer wrap. Okay, this y is gonna be max 350, and also we're gonna make sure that it's in the center. So imagine 0 auto, and then it's gonna be in the center. So we start on the mobile, and then when we go and, you know, when we work with the larger screen, we're gonna make this wider. Okay, so this is simply what we're gonna do when we work with the media queries. Okay, so now simply we're gonna take and select all the e-links. So I'm gonna go login footer wrap and then select the a tag, which is gonna be the same as the link. Okay, so and then we're gonna have display flex and align items to be center, just simply for the eye choices right here, because we have 2 elements inside that make them, you know, in the same line. Okay, and let me see what else we have. Okay, we make sure when we hover this, we're gonna get an underline. So we're gonna take this, so add this right here and go right here. So when we hover, the text decoration is going to be underlined. Okay, so now decoration is going to be underlined. Okay, so now it's going to be underlined. Okay, so they're the same color. Yeah, I think this everything is all right now. Now we're going to work on this square right here. So dot footer square. Okay, and the background is going to be a variable which is going to be bg secondary. Okay, and then we're gonna have a height of 19 pixels, a width of 30 pixels. Display flex to make everything in center, line item center, justify content center, and also we're gonna have a border. It's gonna be 1 pixel. It's gonna be solid, and we're gonna have solid and a variable color, which is gonna be the BG third, I think. Okay, yes. So, and also as you see, the icon inside, we're gonna make it a little bit smaller and also change the color of it. So we're simply gonna go to the footer square and also select the icon. Let's transform it and scale it to make it a little bit smaller. And also we're gonna invert it. So filter, or you can use the WebKit filter to make sure that it works with everything. And right here we're gonna filter it and invert it. Okay, invert it as it's now black. We're gonna change it to the opposite color. For example, if you want 100%, it's gonna be white, completely white. Okay, but if you want like 40%, this is what we want. Okay, also we have the line that separates those two, which is this one. So let's work on it. So right here we're gonna have footer splitter. Okay, with not the height, the width to be 100% and the height to be 1 pixel. Okay, and the background is going to be a variable which is going to be BG third. Okay, and then right here we're going to have a margin. It's going to be 10 pixels and also from right and left. Okay, this way. And also we're going to have a max width to be 900 pixels. Okay, so we want it to be more than that. Okay, I think we've done with this, and now we're going to work on the media queries. So let's see right here. So let me see what I have right here. Okay, so the first one, so we have a media query. So we're gonna have one that is smaller than 850 pixels, so it's gonna be before that. So make sure that you start right. Okay, so this is gonna be the minimum width, because always the last one is going to be applicable, and that's when it can use problems. So always go from the smaller when you have minimum width and go from the larger when you have maximum width. Okay, this is going to be 539 pixels, and right here we're going to select the login footer wrap, and we're going to make the footer wrap, and we're going to make the max width. Okay, let's try again. This is going to be the max width, and it's gonna be, let me see, 520 pixels. Okay, so this is for the minimum width 539. Okay, not the login to wrap, login footer wrap, and as you see, it's gonna be added right. Okay, I'm gonna have another one right here, and this time it's gonna be 650. So on 650, it's gonna be a bit larger than this, which is gonna be 650, and as you see right now. But in the last one, let me see, the last one, which is this one, which is going to be 850 pixels. Right here, we're going to go to the login footer wrap. Okay, and the max width is going to be 900 pixels. Okay, like this. Okay, and now we have it fully responsive the same way, like this. Okay, so now when you compare the pixels, there's a bit of difference, but this is just me doing something wrong or very wrong, but you know, it looks like the same for me. Okay, so let's go and check the responsiveness of the footer. So let me see, and as you go, it changes with you depending on the screen. So this is beautifully responsive. So